has been a crazy season so far, and we are only 3 races in for the 2024 Amsoil West Series Championship. 3 races, 3 different winners. 2 of them had a flip, but last week didn't. Last week, Bruno Giacomo got his first win on the channel and is now part of a 7-way battle for this championship. 7 cars are separated by 7 points heading into the Willow Springs Double Header. 2 days of action that will ultimately, possibly, set up the championship for the final 3 races of the season. Today is the Yahoo 100 at Willow Springs International for race 4 of the season. What's up everyone, it's boy NS Race 97 aka Nathan Stapleton here, and welcome to Willow Springs International here in California, and this is going to be a fun couple of days. 2 races, both 10 laps each, and the real kicker for this one is that wherever you finish, we will do a full field input for the second one tomorrow. So if you win, you have to start in 18th. If you finish 18th, you get to start first. So that's going to be really interesting on what ends up happening not only today and tomorrow, but it's only 10 laps, and as we've seen in the past, this really tight road course can produce some fantastic racing. I'm not alone for this one. It's been a hot minute, but I got Will Parrish back up here in the booth. Welcome to Willow Springs International.
What's up, everyone? Real nice to be back here in the commentary booth, and I'm pretty excited for these couple of races. Obviously, I only get to commentate one of them, but I'm still looking forward to an exciting weekend of racing here at Willow Springs.
Oh yeah, without doubt, we've seen a handful of races here already on this racetrack. It has produced some fantastic racing, and we'll see what happens with these Arca Series drivers, knowing of how tight the championship battle is, and knowing in the back of the mind there's a field input. So in theory, if you start around 8th, or if you finish around 8th or 9th, you will start 8th or 9th for tomorrow night for the second one. But with all these top 7 endpoints being separated by 7 points, and knowing that no matter where they finish, there will be a field input, how do you think it's going to go down for the first one here today?
Well, it's going to be interesting to see just how much people are trying to get the high. Sorry. It's going to be interesting to see just how hard people are trying to get a high finishing spot here today. Maybe they might stand back a bit so you can get the starting position for tomorrow, but we'll just have to see.
Yeah, that could be an interesting point. These guys might try and sandbag and might just not show everything of what they have in the car today and save it for tomorrow, where they have the track position. It's going to be very interesting. You got some championship contenders starting in the middle to the back. You got some, like Willow and Dwight, starting 2nd and 3rd here today. It's going to be interesting for sure. Let's go ahead and get these draws rolling off, and here's the top 10 points. Juan Garcia has a 1-point lead over Bruno Giacomo and David Ditson. And then Igor Bueno and Ryan Duane are tied for 4th, -3. Andrew Williams and Anthony Hernandez are tied for 6th, -7. 8th is Tanner Pullen, -10, who's on the pole here today. Mackenzie Sanders is in 9th. Tied is Reggie Folkman, also with both of those drives with 11 points. It's still very tight, and in theory, top 10, top 11 have a shot at this championship still. But on the pole is last year's Arca champ Tampon, and alongside him is Ryan Duane. While number 2 is the number 4 of Igor Bueno, and the 70 of Josephine O'Neill. Had a struggling season, but a good starting spot. Reggie Folkman and Charlie Davenport in row 3. And row number 4 is the 55 of Hakana Torreira and Anna Kennedy. And running out of the top 10 is last week's poster, but didn't get the golden one he really needed, Anthony Hernandez, and last week's winner, Bruno Giacomo. Well, I'm going to put you on the spot. 10 laps here for the Yahoo 100 and for race number 1. Who do you think will win here today?
Well, it's a road course. It's gonna be pretty tough to pass as the laps go on. So I gotta go with either one of our front row drivers today.
Not bad. Couple of pits. I think Pun and Dwayne will definitely be a factor. But might have to watch out for that second row because things can get a little bit crazy here at Willow Springs. Tanner Pun and Ryan Dwayne will lead us to the green for race 1 of the Willow Springs Double Header for 2024. 10 laps and a field info at the end. Tanner Pun and Ryan Dwayne, and we are green flag racing for the Yahoo 100. Some tight racing already here at Willow Springs. That's a little bit 3 wide in the back, but the top 2 have pulled away. There's still 3 wide in the middle of the field. That's Juan Garcia and the Williams, one of our championship contenders. The leader goes wide up front. Tampon goes wide, and now 3 wide up front. But side by side for the race leader, it is Pun and Barretto, as O'Neal is making it 3 wide for the race lead, and we will see that a ton all day long and tomorrow. This racetrack is something else.
Great battle for the lead so far. I spoke way too soon when I predicted one of our front row drivers would win. As Igor Barreau's already taking the lead as we end the first lap.
And he might be gone in that number 4 machine. He won, I think, at Phoenix last year to get his 1 win on the season. And how about Josephine O'Neal in this number 70 machine? 17th in the point standings. And this could be a race weekend to change her season around. It's not been great, but trying to take the second spot away from Tanner Pun. And gonna get to the inside. And might have a shot here up in these couple of corners. And definitely here in this one, definitely won't be on the inside lane. O'Neal gonna try and do a mini slide job and gonna take that second spot away from Tanner Pun. And now we have to wait and see if O'Neal can close in on the race leader. Volkman in 4th, and a side by side battle between the 55 and the 5, but it looks like that will go to the 55. And meanwhile, Juan Garcia is starting to make a little bit of ground. Same with Giacomo. Giacomo moved up a ton early on, all the way up to the top 10 and 9th. But right now, it's Barretto and O'Neal the top 2.
You talked about that 70 car of Josephine O'Neal. Obviously has a really struggling season so far. She does have a pole and a top 10 this season. So let's see if she can build on those results.
Yeah, it's not been all bad luck, but it's not been anything but good luck besides that one good one with that one top 10. But so far, a good one for this number 70. As they about left in the back down the front stretch, that was Jericho, who's flipped twice already this season. But kept it straight. Tampon and Folkman side by side for the third position, and now Folkman might have a long one car. And the 4 goes wide. That is a trouble spot. You don't want to go wide. And now O'Neal all over the back bumper of Tam. No, that's Barretto. All over the back bumper. We got possibly a battle for the race lead. Possibly a battle for 4th. And we got a battle for what looks to be the 8th position between the 55 and the 49. Great stuff for you. And here comes O'Neal in the final 2 corners of the racetrack.
Dives to the inside in the last turn, clears for the lead. Great move by that 70 car.
O'Neal gonna take the race lead, and always seeing a couple of different race leaders, and we'll see that continues only on lap 4 of 10. And we've seen a lot of action enough for possibly the entire race, and we've only done 3. Charlie Davenport all over the back of the 46 of Pun, but he has the 16 of Giacomo all over his back bumper. And we'll see if O'Neal can hang on to get this race win. But not even halfway through the Yahoo 100. It's a short race, but it takes a little bit of time, about a minute and 15 seconds around here. So it takes a little bit for a lap at Willow Springs. I mentioned Reggie Folkman. He might have a good shot here towards the end. Already closing on to that number 4 up Willow.
You see Tanner Pardon already back to 4th after starting on the pole. Might not have a very good car in the race trim. Let's see if he can hold on to these spots.
Pardon in the 4th position. Currently in the 8th position in points. Only 10 points behind, trying to manage everything that he can. Joe Ghost still side by side in the back. We about saw a murder in the back. That was Andy Williams about to turn David Dixon 2 race winners. Escape Willow is going to go 3 wide for the last position here at Willow Springs.
Oh boy.
And you gotta think, this is not really battling for the last position. This could be battling for the pole for that second race tomorrow in the Safeway 100. And that is very intense in the back. We got racing all over the place. But it is O'Neal still pulling away. But look at this hornet's nest from second on back. Barretto, Folkman, Pelton, Davenport, Hernandez, and Giacomo all under a blanket from second through, I want to say, the 6th position. 7th position.
Yeah, you saw almost a huge wreck in the back. I mean, I'm surprised they're fighting so hard for that. I think especially the guy in last would probably just be trying to take it easy right now. I mean, if they stay there, they start on the pole tomorrow. So, honestly, if I were them, I really wouldn't be stressing too much about it right now.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a close call in the back. Now Anna Williams and Gabriel are battling for that last spot. Oh my goodness, we got a lick. Giacomo was stopped in the middle of the racetrack. He had the engine go up in smoke. Right in the middle of the field. Oh my goodness.
Championship implications.
Championship implications indeed. Giacomo was 1 point behind Juan Garcia, and he was ahead of Garcia for this entire race. Was probably going to take the point lead away, and now no more. The only bright side is that I think he's going to start up front in the second race tomorrow, but that is not how he wanted to start on the pole here tomorrow. How about Hernandez inside the top 5 now? Don't know what exactly happened to the 16. You guys will see in the corner of the screen, but a tough break, a engine right halfway, and that changed everything. And the pack is very, very spread out now here at Willow Springs.
Yeah, I mean that's really unfortunate for that 16. Definitely would have come away from this race with the points lead. Now it puts on even more of a deficit heading into the rest of the season.
And not of what Giacomo wanted to see. This has been an ultra competitive season so far. No one has more than 2 top 10s entering this one, and unfortunately for Giacomo, that's going to hurt him after winning at Phoenix last time out. But Fogelman all over the back bumper of the number 4, trying to take that second spot away. How about Hernandez? He wants some Phoenix Raceway revenge. She got taken out early on after winning the pole. And he's trying to take that 4th spot away. And unfortunately, Tanner Pond just does not have the race car, like you said. Qualified on the pole, but has fallen back to the 5th position now. Tanner Pond just keeps on losing 1 spot about every lap. And that's not good for him. Burrell trying to close in on O'Neal. But we only have 3 laps to go at the line here in the Yahoo 100.
Well, the good news for Tanner Pardon is after Giacomo's engine failure, that separated the top eight in the race about a little under 10 seconds from the rest of the field. So at least he's got a big gap.
Oh yeah, I think the worst that Pun can finish might be 8th if he just does not have a mechanical failure. Hernandez and Fogelman are really battling for this 3rd spot. Hernandez, I talked about how Fogelman might have a long one car. Hernandez might have a long one car. Gonna do a slide job on the 15 and up to the 3rd spot for Hernandez, trying to really get that famous redemption. I don't know if he can really get the race to win in time. I forgot to mention there is some tire wear. This is probably the most aggressive tire wear for a road course that we go to on the channel. And if I just take a look, and maybe not exactly, but O'Neal is 9/10 of a second off the pace from her fast lap already. Meanwhile, Hernandez just keeps on getting faster and faster and faster as he's gonna turn the number 4 onto pit road.
That was a bit egregious right there.
Oh my goodness, what's happening here at Willow Springs?
Well, if the fans were cheering for that 49 a few seconds ago, they no longer are.
Anthony Hernandez. Not gonna be happy with the fans after that one, and not gonna be happy with Willow. Willow just wanting to a business in 2nd, and the way that he is in points, he could have taken the points lead here today. But no more, now I don't even know what's gonna happen for the points lead. If anything, I think somehow somebody wanna go see him might leave here as the point leader still. Gonna have to wait and see. But we only have a lap and a half left here in this one, and don't look now, but Hernandez is starting to close in on O'Neal, and as much as the fans don't like it to see, we might have a battle between O'Neal and Hernandez in the final lap of this one.
I mean, I think Hernandez definitely does have the pace to get there. Question is, can he pass the 70? And can he do it cleanly this time if they take the white flag?
That's the most important question. Can he do it cleanly? He gained 3/10 of a second last time by. That wouldn't be enough. It's just under 7/10 of a second. Hernandez definitely has a long one car. There's no doubt about that here today. But can he get there and soon enough and have position to pass? This is probably the best passing zone, but he's not quite there. Definitely closing in on that number 70 very, very fast. Definitely got the fastest car on the racetrack. All over the back bumper almost. Have a maybe 3 or 4 attempts. O'Neal trying to hang on and get her first win on the season. But Hernandez is trying to get some famous redemption. And honestly, 7 points, he could leave you as a point leader. Maybe Tanapon, maybe Fogelman. Just have to wait and see. But through the final 2 corners, I don't think Hernandez is going to get close enough. Maybe one more lap, he would have had a shot. He's going to send it in the final corner, but it's not going to be enough. By maybe 2 or 3 tenths, Josephine O'Neal will hang on and win the Yahoo 100 at Willow Springs.
Great win for this 70 team. Second to last in points. This could really turn their season around.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. One more lap and who knows what would have happened with Hernandez. He gained another 4 attempts on that final lap, and it was only a 2/10 of a second difference. And we're only 4 races in. We still have 4 races to go. If we see more chaos to the front runners like we saw here today, here tomorrow, you can't count O'Neal in this number 70 to do a late season push towards the front of the standings. But the bad news for the 70 team, they might have won and got a lot of points, but O'Neal will start dead last here tomorrow in the Safeway 100 and the second race of the Willow Springs Double Header. Hernandez 1 spot short, but still a great points day after maybe some questionable things on the racetrack here today. Fogelman in 3rd, Poland in 4th, Davenport in 5th. And looking at the back part of the field, Giacomo was the only one out after he got ran into from behind after having an engine failure. And this is going to be basically with Giacomo. Sure, he was second in points. He DNF'd here today. But he could make up those points back up tomorrow, in theory. But he starts on pole for race 2. Andy Miller starts second. Mackenzie Stevens will start 3rd. Gabriel will start 4th. And Andrew Williams will start 5th. David Dixon and Juan Garcia, some of the strongest cars this season, they will start out front as well, and same with Pareto, so that could be interesting as well. But what a chaotic 10 laps right there at Willow Springs. Did not expect it to be that crazy, but what's the final thoughts of the first race of this Willow Springs Double Header?
Well, I thought that was a really great race. Lot of passing, exceed my expectations, and excited to watch what happens in tomorrow's race.
Oh yeah, definitely. Willow Springs definitely a underrated road course on NR, and there's a reason why it's on the JBL Cup Series schedule. But let's go ahead and take a look at the point standings here. This is gonna be very, very tight on what ends up happening for the point standings. I honestly don't know who's gonna leave here as the point leader. And the points are in, and they have shuffled a little bit. We have a tie for the points lead between Juan Giovanni and Anthony Hernandez. They are tied with 50 points apiece. Juan Garcia is still only 3 points behind. Pareto is in 4th minus 4. Paulin is in 5th minus 5. Same with Fogelman and David Dixon. We have a 3-way tie for 5th. And now, we went from 7 cars being separated by 7 points to now 7 cars are separated by 5 points going into the second Willow Springs race tomorrow. And then Bruno Giacomo lost a ton of ground and points, fell back to 8th in points in minus 10. Charlie Davenport in 9th, minus 11. And Andy Williams in 10th, minus 12, tied with O'Neal. O'Neal plus 6 from 17th to 11th in points, so if she can work her way up from 18th to the front, who knows, maybe we can count that number 70 for this championship. 4 races down, and we still have in theory 12 drivers out of 18 that are under a race worth of points up the point leader. Absolutely insane. The West Series last year was a 2-driver fight. This year is anything but that. Is half the field going after this championship. Well, with the points getting even tighter than what it was at the beginning of the day, how do you think that second Willow Springs race is going to go tomorrow?
I think we see even more craziness. Yep, some drivers probably a bit more desperate after this race. We'll just have to see if the aggression picks up.
If the aggression picks up more than what we saw here today, then I don't know what we are going to see here tomorrow. It's been a fantastic first 4 races, and we'll see what happens in the Safeway 100 and for the second race of this doubleheader. Thanks for Will Push for joining me up here on the booth, and congratulations to Josephine O'Neal on getting her first win on the season, only by 2/10 over Nathan Hernandez. Full field info and race 2 will be tomorrow night. Until then, we will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!